Hi guys and welcome back to another Trace video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 23. It's time for another MotoGP Academy. It is time for the Sachsenring of the German GP. I'm going to show you how to get gold in all of the sections. On screen right now is my controller inputs. If you want to pause the video to have a look at them, you can do so now. But for now, let's get on with the video. So into the final corner, you want to make sure you get a good line here. You will have to change your electronics in the MotoGP Academy, so do that there. Charge down the straight. And then start braking as you reach the side of the wall there. As that wall ends, you can start braking in and keep it in nice and tight to the first apex of turn 1. Downshift down to first gear. Keep trying and stay on the track, but if you do want to run over the rumble strip there, you can do. And across the line, that is the gold. So right, once the autopilot has ended, change all your electronics, prepare yourself for turn 13, hit the ride-out device and start charging down the back straight. So across the line, this will start the sector, upshifting all the way up to 5th gear. You can go to 6th, but I don't usually bother. Hit the brakes as you reach level with the wall there as it ends on the pit lane, and then go over to the change direction. Go nice and tight to turn 2. Don't run it deep here. Keep on keeping it tight and get across the line. That is another gold sector. So now on to the worst section of all of MotoGP Academy. This is section 2, and this is an absolute nightmare to get right. So keep it in nice and tight. Make sure you're in first gear and upshift strong and quickly to keep the wheel down into turn 4, and then into turn 5. Keep on moving to the left hand side. You need to be so gentle with the acceleration here, because if you bring it on too strong, the bike will sit up and you'll go off the track. Keep it in nice and tight to the left hand side for turn 7 and get across the line. That wasn't good enough for gold, so I'll show you how to do gold now, but I cannot stress how difficult this second sector is. I've done a video on how it almost broke me. It is just ridiculous, but keep on persevering and you'll get there eventually. So into turn 2, I've left the ghost on this time so you can see the difference in the line. Stay down to first gear, and as you turn to the right here, upshift to second. Do not allow the front wheel to lift. We had a small moment there, but keep on to the left hand side, super tight to turn 5 as we now bring on the power. Try and move over to the middle of the circuit, but don't bring on the power too abruptly. Keep it into the left as tight as you can, balance that throttle and cross the line to get your goal that time. So now moving over to sector 3, sort out all your electronics and then you can tackle the third sector of the Sachsenring. So charge into the left hand side, keep over to the right and then move in to the left as you go parallel with a white line on the outer part of the circuit. Keep on moving to the left hand side because a lot of left-handers here in the Sachsenring. Keep going left, downshift to second here, keep it in nice and tight once more, chuck it over to the right hand side early but not too early and you'll get across the line close enough for the goal. So let's do that one more time. Wait for the autopilot end, sort out all your electronics as mentioned, and now keep it into the apex of turn 7. The second you get the chance is getting close to that time trial sign, bring on your power, upshift, brake at the parallel white line to the right hand side of the screen. Keep on bringing the power. The bike's going to want to lift up here, so you need to be gentle with the acceleration. Don't go too far, otherwise the bike will turn up too quickly and you won't be able to make the corner. Launch it to the left hand side for turn 11, but keep in the confines of the track, and that's sector 3 completed as well. So now for the final sector, do what you just did then for sector 3. Keep over to the right hand side, bring on the ride-out device, keep that front wheel down, and then start squatting into the left hand side for the Saxon curve for turn 12. A little bit wider here, but it's not a problem. You can go tight or wide, a bit for the wider option there. But now on the brakes, you must brake at as the curve to your right hand side. As that rumble strip begins, that's when you need to start braking in. And it's very important when you bring on the ride-out device to keep the rear wheel squatted. So once again, over to the right hand side, keep it in nice and tight. Bring on your ride-out device, straighten the bike up, move over to the right and start braking as firm as you can to get to the left hand side. Going for that wider line this time around to then bring on the power with a nice straight line speed and then brake as you get close to the rumble strip there. Keep it as tight as possible away to be downshift to first gear, bring on the ride-out device, but keep on pushing the bike to the left hand side just so you don't go off the circuit. That's another gold. And now it's time to do yet again a very difficult part of the Sachsenring with Marc Marquez with this time trial. Now it's much easier doing sector 2, I can assure you, but this is the gold lap attempt. I'm hoping I get gold on both of these occasions. I did a 117 a couple of days ago, so I'm pretty confident I can do it again here. But as we discussed in turn 1, keep it in nice and tight. Lost a little bit of momentum there, and unfortunately we haven't got the positioning to move into turn 2 quite as strong. But now into the second sector for turn 3 for the Castrol Omega corner. Over to the right hand side as you get lining the bike up, upshift, don't let the front wheel lift, as we tackled it quite well there, but deep into turn 5, that has cost us a bit of time. But keep over to the left hand side now. Again, be gradual on the acceleration, don't hit it so hard because the bike will lift up and you'll find yourself on the outer part of the circuit. Keep on charging here, look to the right hand side, there's that white line, move over to the left for turn 8. Now bring on the power, once again balance the throttle, don't let you go off the circuit just for bringing the power on too strong. Nice and tight for turn 10, yet again another left-hander, back onto the right hand side of the tyre, which we haven't been on in quite a while. We're going to fight to keep the bike onto the limits, and then brake very, very firm for the Saxon curve for turn 12. This time around, too tight to the apex. You see how we lost time? We ended up drifting out wide, try to avoid going too tight to turn 12, and now into the Queckenberg, a little bit gentle and very tight to the apex once more. Slow on the acceleration will cost us time, and unfortunately, that's not quite the gold. So once again, we will be doing an attempt for the gold lap time. We're quite confident this is the one. We just need to tidy things up, and this is what we're going to do on this lap here. So bring on your power. Try to avoid going in the rumble strip because you will lose time, especially on the straights. You can see the ghost there for comparison as we brake nice and late, parallel to the end of the pit lane. Now into turn 1. We're going to go for that tighter line. Look at the difference. The wider V-shaped line with the Honda works out better than going too tight to the apex. You can see that quite clearly evident on this lap time here, but for the Castrol Omega corner, keep it in tight, upshift a second. Cannot stress that enough. You need to upshift quickly. It might seem unorthodox to upshift so quickly there, but I've seen the esports players do it, and it clearly works. So definitely listen to Dr. Ace on this one. So into turn 7, keep it in tight. Again, balancing the throttle. Look how gentle we are with that right trigger. It's not getting pressed very hard. It's just enough to move us into the corner. Again, quite strong in the acceleration. Upshifting to 3rd as we now dive into turn 9. Wide entry here to then go back onto itself nice and tight. Beautiful apex this time around. A small wheelie there could have cost us more time, but if you just time it right and balance the throttle, you don't need to panic. Didn't go for the ride-out device this time around. I did use it more often than not, but just for this lap I didn't quite feel it. But of course it's entirely optional anyway. Brake at the rumble strip to your right there, keep in as tight as you possibly can, downshift to 1st, hit the ride-out device button, and get across the line to complete the Saxon Ring with a gold sector in every single sector. So guys, this one is absolute hell, I will not lie to you. This is a very difficult challenge, but I am hoping with the advice I've given you today and the things I've shown you will be enough for you to claim the gold in your MotoGP 23. If you do have any issues or you want to talk to me further, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll do my best to try and help you out. But guys, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching the video. I sincerely hope this helps, and if it does, also hit the like button and consider subscribing as well. But guys, that's it from me. Thanks to the channel members. You'll see your names at the end of the screen, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching, guys. Ciao for now. Oh hi! Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more Dr. Ace content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single Dr. Ace video.